Differentiation in the classroom is very important to help students excel at their individual learning levels. However, it can be hard to find activities that cover the same content while reaching students of all levels. Today, I'm going to share some of my favorite ways to differentiate using your math and literacy centers. Stay tuned. What's kicking, educational rock stars? Welcome back to another episode of Teaching Made Easy. I'm the Center Fairy, your ultimate source into the wonderful world of simple classroom systems that actually work so that you can finally get back to what you love, teaching. If this is your first time joining me here on the page, be sure you hit that like and that follow button and tag a teacher friend down below so that you and your friend get notified when I go live or upload a new video here on the page. The impact of differentiation can be seen when students feel successful and show growth in their learning. I use differentiation across all the subjects I taught in my classroom. The content was the same, but I could tailor material to meet the needs of my students. There was one area of my classroom that shined when it came to differentiation: my centers. When differentiating my centers, I focused on two methods of differentiation: student grouping and modality of learning. I typically had 3 to 5 groups of students and grouped them based on academic levels. You can learn more about how I grouped my students by clicking the link in the description to watch the episode that I did on grouping my students. Once students are grouped, they rotated through my centers or stations, and the skill that they worked on was the same for all the students, but the modality that they learned through might be different. My below grade level or on grade level students may need additional support tools to complete the activity. This might mean less questions, a lower level activity focused on a pre-skill or similar skill, or a different modality like digital activities. My above level students may be differentiated using different modalities, higher level questions, or even extension activities to take the learning deeper. So what might this look like on a typical day in my classroom? Let's examine a typical math block in my classroom. On a typical day in my classroom, my students would ready themselves for math centers and small group instruction. This means that they would gather their center folders where they kept any work they had completed in their center work or any work that they were still needing to finish, and I would allow them on Fridays to do during catch-up time. Students would get with their partner and make their way to their very first center or to my small group table if that's where they started. At each center is a group of students. They are already grouped so that when they rotate through my table, they're all on the same level for my small group instruction. At the center, there was an activity for comparing numbers. However, it may be differentiated in ways to support or push my students. For example, my below-level students may be struggling with completing the work in the allotted time because they have to play the game and record their answers. So to help them, I provide them with the self-checking version of the center on iPads, or maybe their Chromebooks. My on-level students, when they rotate through that center, will complete the hands-on printable version of the resource, but may need to use math manipulatives in order to assist their learning. My above-level students may complete the hands-on activity as well, but then they have an additional extension activity to complete if and when their initial activity is finished. I may also decide that I want to pull a higher level activity for the same skill just to push them even further. Now, finding activities that are the same but in different modalities or levels is where the real struggle comes in. But I have you covered. We have created math and literacy center activities for your centers that are perfect for differentiation. In their basic form, they are hands-on activities, which include a recording sheet for your students to record their answers. They are then taken and formatted to 3 different digital platforms: Google Slides, Seesaw, and Boom Learning. Our math and literacy centers feature bright, colorful graphics that are fun and engaging students. They are aligned to grade level standards, and we have pre-printed the Common Core State Standard and TEAC standards on the cover sheet of each activity, which includes the directions as well. Answer keys are included for all of our activities to help students self-check or for easy grading by teachers. These features alone make our resources perfect for differentiation, but to make it even better, we have created these for grades K through 5 to help for your students that are on level, below level, or above grade level. A key feature to our center activities is the predictable game-like structure. Students learn how to play the 15 to 20 different game styles, and then when they see the style again, they don't have to relearn how to complete the activity. This saves you precious time because you don't have to explain how to complete them each time that the students see them, and it helps the students work independently so that they can stop interrupting you at your teacher table asking, "Teacher, how do I do this?" As you can see, it's not hard to provide fun and engaging and differentiated activities to your students using math and literacy centers. Whether you create your own or save your sanity and time by grabbing one of our ready-made money-saving bundles, I know you are going to see a huge difference in your students' overall learning. Now, differentiation is a huge word, and it can be triggering for some, but the truth is, it works. Now, if you're looking for more tips, strategies, and simple systems to take back into your classroom to make your teacher life just a little bit easier, check out the other videos in our video library here on our page. Thanks for watching, and keep being an educational rock star.